You want them to never stop thinking about you. You want them to be obsessed with you. You want to manipulate him into thinking about you nonstop. Did I get you right? I don't blame you. If that's what you want, I'm gonna help you. But before I do, before I teach you the tricks and the manipulations that are gonna help you make him think about you nonstop, I need to ask you a question and I need to give you a disclaimer. Are you sure you'll actually be happy in a relationship where you tricked somebody into loving you? For someone to genuinely have feelings for you, for someone to genuinely love you, they have to love you, not the persona you created, not the manipulation that you've built, not the version of the relationship you engineered, and not the feelings you basically forced onto someone. If anything, it might create more resentment because it's not genuine. Anything you build on manipulations is unstable because you cannot sustain it. Are you ready to wear a mask forever? Are you prepared to waste an insane amount of energy on a facade to keep up the appearance of being someone you're not? I'm just putting this out there. If you decide to manipulate somebody, the chances that you will build a healthy relationship out of this, a healthy, sustainable relationship, is close to zero. I'm gonna start with healthy surface level things, and at the end I'll give you a manipulation that you can use to trick somebody into thinking about you. Let me make something clear. If you tell somebody to think about you non-stop, even with a knife at their throat, that doesn't guarantee that they will. You cannot make somebody, anybody, do anything. You cannot control other people. You cannot control their actions. You cannot control their reactions. The only things you can control is your actions and your reactions. That's all that is in your control. And there are definitely things that can make you more magnetic, that can make you more attractive, that will make people naturally wonder how you are doing, what you are doing, that will make people think about you. For example, for men, gifting flowers or buying gifts. Whenever men do that, a woman wakes up, I'm gonna talk from my perspective. I wake up in the morning, I look at my table, I see flowers, I smile, I think of that person. I go to a restaurant to meet my girlfriends, I wear a dress that was a gift, I think about that person. Whenever I have something on me, in my hands, that was gifted by that person, by a man, that makes me naturally think about him. That is a smart trick that can make women think about men. Call me materialistic, call me whatever you want, but being happy because you have beautiful flowers in your room is much better than being happy because somebody sent you a "you up" text. That is that. So how can a woman, what are the things that a woman can do to make men think about her and to remind a man about you? First, a very surface thing, but appearances do matter. How you look does matter. I'm not saying you have to be a supermodel. I'm not saying you have to be gorgeous. You just have to look well put together. You just have to look clean. There are no ugly or beautiful women. There are women who put effort into how they look. There are women who take care of themselves, of how they look, and there are women who don't. Anybody can look beautiful. It all depends on the effort you put into yourself. Do your nails, do your hair, take care of your skin from inside and from the outside. That will naturally make you attractive. The main point is you need to feel comfortable and you need to feel attractive in your own body. Energy is everything. You need to like how you look. Whenever you go outside or you go on a date and you look at yourself in the mirror, you should be wowed by yourself. You should be impressed by yourself, not to impress that other guy, but to feel comfortable within your own body, but to feel comfortable with your own appearance. Very crucial and important thing. How can you make him think about you nonstop? What you need to focus on is how you feel and how you make him feel around you. When you over-complain, when you whine, when you stress the person out, when you're constantly unhappy, when you're constantly unpleased, when you're constantly dissatisfied because he didn't didn't do this, he didn't do that, he doesn't spend enough time with you, he doesn't buy you enough gifts, whatever that is, all you're doing is you're associating yourself with negative emotion. You're basically stressing the person out because of the things that stress you out. But what's gonna happen is that that person will associate these negative emotions with you, and they will naturally try to distance themselves, not to feel stressed out by you. You spend so little time with me, we don't go on enough dates, you don't buy me gifts, you're not this, you're not that, you're not good enough. Who would want to hear that? You're transmitting this low vibrational energy that you yourself wouldn't be even comfortable with onto another person, stressing them out. For what? His association with you will simply be tied to stress and negative emotions. Let's be honest, it works both ways, and it works with friends as well. If you feel drained after meeting a person, that's not a genuine connection. That is not the connection you want to invest in. That feels like emotional labor. As a woman, for me, it's very important for me not to be around negative people. People who blame everyone for their life situation, the politics, the government. Everything is always so bad in their world. Everybody is constantly stupid, constantly complain, they're constantly unhappy, they're constantly unappreciated, they constantly don't get the job, whatever that is, they always complain. And that just drains you. That intoxicates you basically. This draining, low vibrational energy is pushed onto you, and you want to stay far away from that. For women especially, in these cases, your body might start reacting and your body might start showing you that you're with the wrong person. You're gonna feel drained, you will feel sick, you'll feel apathetic. It might even push you into a depressive state. That is your body screaming that you're with a negative person, with the person who's not right for you. Of course, naturally, you'd want to stay away from that. That works for men as well. A loving man doesn't need to be begged for attention. You shouldn't be begging anyone for anything. If somebody doesn't want to give you something, let them walk away. Let them show you who they are and what can they offer you. And then it's your choice to stay in that or not. The complete opposite to that would be a woman who is happy and who is satisfied with her life. She's not happy because he called or he sent you a you up message. She's happy because she has herself, not because she has him or because he's in her life. She's happy because she has herself, because you have yourself. You need to find genuine happiness in that. She has hobbies that make her happy. She has friends that make her happy. She has activities that make her happy. And naturally, man would want to compete with these sources of happiness. A man will start to invest time, his energy into thinking, how can I make her happier? How can I make her more happy than that? What can I give her? Where can I take her? He will try to naturally compete with your sources of happiness. Whoever said that men are hunters, that's why they cheat or look at other women, that is complete bullshit. Men will be competing for your happiness, for your emotions, so that these positive emotions that you radiate wherever you go will be directed to him. What can he do so that all this excitement, this happiness will be transmitted to him, will be gifted to him? He would want your emotions. He would want to be the reason for that emotion. He will see that you don't need him and he will want you more. Let's take some notes as promised on actual manipulations, on actual things you can do. First one is men value what they invest in. They invest time in their precious car, they invest money in their precious car. That's why they love their cars so much. That's why they value it so much. I'm not saying you're a car and I'm not objectifying. I'm saying that it's okay to expect effort. It doesn't have to be materialistic. It doesn't mean that you need to ask to buy you gifts. It can be time, it can be energy. If you already build some form of foundation in your relationship, ask for a favor. Ask to help you out with something. When the man will start investing his effort and his time into you, he will see you as valuable. He will see you as something worth investing more in. The more he invests in you, the more value he will see in you. As simple as that. Another one is positive reinforcements. When the dogs are trained, whenever they do the trick, they jump or whatever, they get food. They get a treat. If they jump, they get a treat. They do it for the first time, they do it for the second time, they do it for the third time, and each time the dog is rewarded. And then on the fifth time, he's not rewarded. The dog jumps, but they are not rewarded. So they jump again and again, they jump higher, and then they are rewarded. The dog does the trick, but at first they are not rewarded, so they try harder to then be rewarded. What that means is that if the person is used to you always being there, if the person is always used to you replying to him as soon as he messages you, or you're being ready to meet him every day of the week, or you're meeting up with him every single evening, don't. One day, skip the meeting. One day, don't reply for 5 hours. That is pure manipulation. You slightly withdraw, you slightly pull back from the relationship. This shift in your behavior, if the person is invested in the relationship a little bit, will make them go crazy and will make them try harder. Will make them wonder why you did this, why you did that, what does it mean? Does it mean you're pulling away or whatever it is? Pure manipulation. And if he starts jumping more, that means he took the bait. Is it playing hot and cold? Is that emotional roller coaster? Yes, probably. Is it completely toxic and unhealthy? Once again, yes. I do not stand for it, but the hot and cold game does work. But the downside is, if it's not genuine, if it's not your genuine behavior because you're busy or whatever that is, you start to play games. If the person realizes it and if they are emotionally healthy, they will stop putting any effort in. They will stop investing any effort into you that will actually build up resentment in your relationship, which you don't want. If he realizes that you're creating emotional roller coasters on purpose, yes, he might think about you a lot, but all his thoughts will be negative. And this will lead nowhere once again. So that is that. Take it or leave it. Do I advise using the manipulations? Absolutely not. Honestly, just focus on your life, focus on your hobbies, focus on your growth, focus on what makes you genuinely happy, and then everything will work out. My name is Valeria, and it was a pleasure having you here. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one.